You want to be able to accomplish your goal without having to stress about the fact that if you don't complete it all in one big push, it will remain unfinished for the next 3 years of your life, eating away at your soul and your self-confidence. This problem, we're told, is just called ADHD. It is hardwired into your brain, and there's nothing you can do about it. But have you ever stopped to question why your brain is so scattered and jumpy in its signaling, and if maybe it isn't a hardwired feature, but rather it's a feature of the way that you've been taught to live your modern life? Your brain is a problem-solving machine. So what do you think happens if life has taught you that you are responsible for the success and happiness of your children and your partner, your family, your friends, your employees, your boss? Every single person whose problems you take on are problems that you are tasking your brain to solve. Ones that are actually unsolvable because you can't fix other people's lives. It's just not how it works. Still, it's there, stretching out your brain's ability to be able to focus on one thing because there are so many other problems going on in the background. Or maybe, as a fan of the New Thought movement, you're living right now in fantasies of exactly how you'd like your life to become, not realizing that every single wish of yours for how you want your life to be is a problem that you are telling your brain needs solving. Or perhaps you live in a modern city and you don't understand just how much that makes you disconnected from your body and from nature, and just how much that leads your brain to being incoherent, which means poor signaling, poor attention spans, because it has not been given the ability to rest properly in God knows how long. It's kind of like your brain is a laptop, and what it would really like to do is boot up and run one major heavy program like Photoshop, and then have you close everything out, maybe even reboot it, before going on to solving the next clear problem. Instead, the laptop that we're working with today inside our head has 100 tabs open and 8 heavy programs. It hasn't been updated in 3 months, and it hasn't been given a chance to reboot in about a year. In those circumstances, would you expect your computer to run well? Because if not, then why would you expect your brain to be running well? What I'm saying is, to actually understand if you have ADHD and if the symptoms of scattered mind are hardwired into you, first you need to solve all of the problems weighing on your mind, the problems that you're avoiding solving because they would be uncomfortable or you fear that they might damage a relationship, the problems that you can't solve because they aren't in your control, like problems with the wider world or your family members, and wanting them to be a certain way because you feel like that would be better for them. And after you solve all of these problems, then you can see what's actually happening underneath the surface. And if you need to take medication so that you can get level enough in your mind to be able to solve all of these problems, there's nothing wrong with that. My name's Nikki, and I was once diagnosed with autism and ADHD, and then I got over that identity because I started solving my problems, and I realized that a lot of my symptoms weren't as hardwired as I thought they were. Thanks for walking with me, and have a good day.